Hey everybody, Scott Spratzer here with Tony George. We are DocSports.com. We're talking some Saturday college basketball. And my favorite conference, the Big East. It does kind of help that the Creighton Blue Jays, my hometown team, are in the Big East. But anyway, some great teams coming out of the Big East this year. And Seton Hall is going to be at Providence. And Seton Hall is going to look to bounce back from a home court loss to those Creighton Blue Jays I just mentioned. Did I also mention it's my hometown team?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I thought so.
87, 82.
Oh, man, go Blue Jays.
What a shootout on Wednesday night, Scott.
It's a great game to watch, by the way. Here's the thing. Seton Hall was in a very tough spot. They'd just beaten Villanova at Nova. And these Big East teams, they look forward to playing Villanova right now because Villanova, as good as they are, is a little bit younger than they've been over the last couple of years. And so when you win at Nova, I mean, you're probably celebrating that almost like you just made it into the Final Four. And we saw the last two teams that went into Nova and came away straight-up winners fall flat on their faces next time out. Creighton wins at Villanova. Next game, they go into Providence. They get blasted 73-56. We had to play on Providence in that game because of that. The other night, Wednesday night, you had Seton Hall having to play after winning at Nova, celebrating the victory. They're a little bit flat. They lose 87-82 to the Creighton Blue Jays. And Miles Powell had a horrible game. He went 1 for 11 from the three-point line in that contest. I mean, if he has his normal game, they probably win the game. But they were a little bit flat. They won't be flat coming off that home court loss against Providence, Tony.
Yeah, Miles Powell's not going to have 12 points in this game. He's going to have a heck of a lot more than that. Providence is, the thing about Providence is they're an almost team. They're right on the cusp.
Sure.
You know, they're maybe a player or two short, a shot or two short, this, that, and the other. And in this conference, you can't be that team.
Right.
Because you're going to play and they play teams competitively. They just can't get over the top. And Seton Hall's going to come in here with their ears pinned back. Powell's going to want to have a good game here. Providence, I'll tell you one thing right now. You take a look at these two teams, Scott. I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget. Seton Hall, number 1. Providence, number 3 in defensive efficiency in the Big East. And bear in mind, Providence, as you mentioned earlier, held both of our beloved Creighton Blue Jays to 56 points, which is a very tough thing to do. Even if Creighton's having an off day, then to have less than 60.
Up and down the court, high-tempo team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Scott, I don't know about you, but right now Providence lost their last two to St. John's by 11, Xavier by 6. Both were non-covers as well here. But I'm expecting, although Seton Hall is going to come in here ready to play, I'm expecting Providence to give them a good ball game defensively.
Sure. Hey, we're looking at the same things and coming up with the same results because Seton Hall is going to come in fired up to play. I love Ed Cooley, the coach of the Providence Friars.
Yeah.
And they do a good job on the defensive end for the most part, but where they're struggling this season is on the offensive end. As Tony mentioned, they're missing maybe a good, one more player who can get you 12, 13 points per game on the offensive end, maybe a guy who can crash the offensive glass, create second or third chances at times. So that's what they're missing, the offensive end. Seton Hall plays well on defense. They both have decent adjusted defensive efficiency numbers. And listen, the total's probably going to be 135, 140-ish, somewhere in that range, maybe low 140s. I don't care if it's 135. I like the game to stay under the total, Tony. Sounds like we're on the same side. We think Seton Hall comes in fired up. We do look for a game to stay under the posted total. He's Tony George. I'm Scott Spritzer. Don't forget, $60 free account. If you've yet to become a member over at DocSports.com, just want to give it a trial run. What a great way to do it. You click on the link below this video in that description box. Get yourself set up for that free $60 account. You can use it on his daily packages, my daily packages, or anybody else over at DocSports.com. Check out all 3 of our basketball videos for Saturday action. We are DocSports.com.